What's going on out there, brothers? How you doing, man?
What's going on, guys? Shane D here, your best friend in the entire world, back with the first listen and a request from the comments. Alexis mentioned Superjoint or Superjoint Ritual. Phil Anselmo's band, I believe, was it right after he left Pantera, he started Superjoint Ritual. I have never heard a single song from Superjoint or Superjoint Ritual or Superjoint/Ritual. And so today is that day, and I said to myself, Shane, which song would you ever want to pick if you were going to do a Superjoint Ritual song? And I says, well, you know what? It's going to have to be the top #1 song on Spotify because that has 981,000 plays, and it's called Waiting for the Turning Point. And I'm sure that they have better songs. You can put those in the comments below. Do they have worse songs? You can put them in the comments below. But I've never heard Superjoint, so today is that day. We're going to learn about Superjoint. I can't remember if this is a supergroup of some kind or just a superjoint. But we're going to learn about the band, then listen to the song. So let's do it now. They have exactly 19,000 monthly listeners to the Spotify. The top 5 songs. #1 is Waiting for the Turning Point. #2 is Dress Like a Target. #3 is Sickness. #4 is Personal Insult. And #5 is The Destruction of a Person. And I believe this song is from the first album that we're doing. A Lethal Dose of American Hardcore is what that was called. But we're going to look into the albums. Yeah, they only released the 2 albums, correct? Put it in the comments below. 2003's A Lethal Dose of American Hatred. Well, I don't know why I thought hardcore. I thought they were kind of a hardcore band, but A Lethal Dose of American Hatred is the 2003 album. And then, boy, they love the long titles. 2016's Caught Up in the Gears of Application. And if I'm remembering right, I want to say that Alexis was saying that she likes this album, the first album, much better than the second album. But I could be wrong on that, as well as I'm wrong about a lot of things. But I do know that it's got Phil Anselmo in it. So let's look at related bands. This is going to tell us something. And I have heard of a few of these, I believe. Scour. Crowbar. I've heard of Crowbar. Arson Anthem, I've never heard of them. Down, yes, I've heard of them. I Hate God, that was another one that she had mentioned in the comments. Ass Jack, Kingdom of Sorrow, I want to say that is, who's the Hatebreed guy, Jamie Josta, that's his kind of side band, Kingdom of Sorrow. Rebel Meets Rebel, Soylent Green, I've heard of them. Damage Plan, of course. Corrosion of Conformity, and The Signs of the Southern Cross. Is that another Pantera? Is that another Phil Anselmo situation? Let's read a bit of the bio, then we'll get into the song here. I just hit that silly little ding-dong there. The early 21st century saw Pantera singer Phil Anselmo launch several side projects, including Necrophagia, Viking Crown, Christ Inversion, Southern Isolation, and Superjoint Ritual. The latter group is comprised of guitarist Jim Bower and Kevin Bond, drummer Joseph Fazzio, with none other than Hank Williams III on bass. Anselmo handled both vocal and bass duties for the group's recordings, but opted to concentrate solely on vocals for the group's live shows. According to Bauer, the members of Superjoint Ritual approached the writing and recording of their debut album the perfect 15-year-old mentality of having everything loud, everything on 10, getting loaded, and letting whatever happens happen. Recorded and rehearsal space turned recording studio in Anselmo's backyard. The sessions were produced by former Ugly Kid Joe member Dave Fortman. Wow. Who has turned into quite a producer of ultra-heavy bands, I Hate God, Soylent Green, etc. May of 2002 saw the release of the quintet's debut, Use Once and Destroy. Okay, so they had 3 albums? An album that reflected such influences as Black Flag, Righteous Pig, Celtic Frost, or Celtic Frost, and Voivod. I love me some Voivod, among others. You can put in the comments below through that entire bio it said SuperJoint Ritual, but it's just SuperJoint here. Was there some kind of a lawsuit or some kind of a situation going on where they're just called SuperJoint, but it was technically called SuperJoint Ritual or something? You put all that in the comments below for me. But there's that, and there you have that. So, without further ado, we're going to get into my first ever listen to SuperJoint, Waiting for the Turning Point, which seems to be the biggest song. I don't know if it's their best song, but it's the biggest song that they have here. Exact number is 981,613 plays. So that's the song that we're going to do. And I'm assuming it's going to be just, I remember it was kind of just a rip-roaring, angry, spastic, stuff. So let's do that. Volume up. Here is the nipple. No, it's not Phil Anselmo's nipple or anyone else's. It's my nipple. And it's the treat that takes us into the magic world of SuperJoint Ritual and the song Waiting for the Turning Point. So let's give you a taste and then give me a taste. So here we go. Yeah, raw, rough, backyard recording, huh? Phil Anselmo's. Ooh. Ooh, like that. That's not bad. A little double bass in there. Is that over? That's it? Dressed like a target. Yeah, it's definitely raw sounding recording. I guess that was the end of the song. That was quick. How long was that song? How long was that damn song? I mean, it was like 2 minutes long. I'm curious as how long this album is. How many tracks does it have? It's got 13 tracks and it's 46 minutes long. So that must have been like the shortest jam on there. Short, but as they say, sweet. Yeah, that wasn't too shabby. I'd be interested in listening to more of that. It's got that hardcore-ish, punky, rough, crazy sound to it. You can clearly tell that they probably recorded that all together in the same room. Just go for it. We're rolling. We're recording. And it's, Phil Anselmo's backyard. But what say you? Good, great, fantastic, bro. I love me some SuperJoint. Oh, yeah, bro? I love me some SuperJoint Ritual. Or not my thing, didn't like it, and we'll never hear it again. Don't want it, don't need it. Did you ever see SuperJoint Ritual live? I vaguely remember them playing some shows, didn't they? I guess you would have saw Hank 3 on the bass guitar if you did see that. But put it on the comments below. Give me all your feedback. What's your favorite SuperJoint song? Did you ever see SuperJoint live? What's your favorite SuperJoint album? Did they have 3 albums? Put all that in the comments below. And tell me what you thought of that song. I did get to see Pantera once, and I got to see him it was in Las Vegas. And I had never seen Pantera live, but I'll tell you what, when I saw him, this was kind of at the end of the road. I think it was Soulfly and somebody else that was playing with him. And Phil Anselmo had the long hair and the spiked bands, and after every song he'd say, "Let's go ape shit on this one, everybody." But they were all in good form, and I got to see a Dimebag, and I got to see the brothers, Karamazov. I always forget Vinny. I always forget his name for some reason. It just doesn't want to stick in my brains. But what say you? Feed me all your memories, all your good times, and everything else. Can you do that? I love you so damn much. If you have a request that is heavy metal or hard rock and want to see it on this channel, go to the link in the description below. Donate a few dollars to the channel. We'll give you a shout out and we'll do your jam. Okay, bros? That's all I got. Like, comment, subscribe, be my friend. I love you so damn much, and I'm hoping that you are well out there and doing good. Okay? Take good care of yourself now. All right? Kisses.